Here we are, 4 a.m. at Boston Logan Airport, getting ready to fly to the Dominican. Hey everybody, this is Matt from workanywhere.life, and it's 4 a.m. Oh my gosh, why am I doing this? I don't normally do the red-eye flights at crazy hours of the day, but I'm giving it a test drive to see how I suffer through this and manage it on a trip like this one. It's a little bit less expensive to fly the red eyes. So what I mean by a red eye, if you're not familiar with the term, that's that time when you should be in bed. And for most people, unlike me, I'm here staring at Dunkin' Donuts. So most people haven't had their coffee yet, so they're still bleary-eyed. Yeah, whatever. That's just not my thing. In any case, I'm giving it a test drive. I'll let you know how it goes. And so excited for this trip to the Dominican, where I'm going to be choosing my new home. So going house shopping, right? I'm having trouble deciding between a private villa or a condo, which quite often they refer to as an apartment down here. And the difference being, the condos are a little bit more expensive, but that's because all the maintenance is done for you. It's kind of included in the price. If I buy a private villa, then that means I go back to mowing the lawn, trimming the hedges, doing the landscaping, that sort of thing. I'm not too sure if that's the way I want to go. As much as I would like the privacy and the ability to have my own space, I'm kind of excited about not having anything that needs to be fixed, repaired, renovated, or any other kind of maintenance involved. So really having a tough choice. I'm going to be counting on you to help choose what I should be living in for at least the next year or so down here. And then, towards the end of that year, you can help me choose where I'm going to be living next. Because why not? I live in a life where I can work anywhere. That means I can also live anywhere. So if that's something that is of interest to you, it's really not that hard. Honestly, folks, I'm not the brightest bulb in the box. So if I can do this, you can too. Somebody asked me today what I do, and I said I help people work anywhere. And they said, well, what do you mean by that? I was like, well, I help people develop a life that is totally mobile. So you can, like I'm doing right now, work from my phone. Now, I happen to be a content creator, so I'm using my phone for that. You don't have to create content. If you don't want to do videos, great. That's not your thing, don't do it. Like somebody once said, I don't know who I can attribute it to, but if it ain't fun, don't do it, right? So one of the things you can, what I help people do is understand that if they're able to take their job mobile, that's one thing, then they need the right software, the right tools, the right bank accounts and credit cards and all of that. And I help them put that system together, which again, not complicated, folks. If I can do it, you can do it. Now, the other thing I do is I talked with a bartender last night. I happened to be out with a friend of mine, and we were having a couple of drinks in the bar, and the bartender asked me what I do. So I told her. She said, oh, well, you know what? I don't have a business like that. I'm a bartender. I said, great. Would you like to develop a business that's mobile? I can show you how to do that so that you can have a life of total time, money, and energy freedom, and do that all around the world, right? So believe it or not, you could actually be a bartender, traveling bartender all over the world if you wanted to. That's not what I was suggesting. I was going to show her a different type of business that is just so easy, so simple to do, and you can develop a life where you can work anywhere. So there you have it, folks. More on the house shopping coming up real soon. Make sure that you like this video, stay tuned to the program, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and share it with your friends. Coming up next, I'll be in the DR. Yeah, I'm going to show you pictures from paradise.